Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is 9:42 and I'm just starting the vlog. It's getting later and later. Well, actually, it's not quite as late as yesterday. So I have been slightly more productive this morning. I've tidied the kitchen, done some dishes, wiped the tables and the sides down. Rob has a meeting here at 10 o'clock. So I just wanted to make it a little bit more meeting friendly. Tidied it up, you know, nothing sticky for anyone to put their arm in. Hi.
Hi.
And we've been writing lists again, haven't we? We're good at lists.
Yes, there are random lists of lots of lists of random things absolutely everywhere.
There are. And what have you done to the doorbell, Emma?
I don't know.
No. You did a clever thing, didn't you?
Well, I did.
With your posh fridge.
Well, we managed to link the doorbell with the fridge. So when the doorbell rings, the fridge
Rings.
rings and shows us who's at the front door. But my phone just pinged a completely different ping, which I've never heard before. And it said that there was someone at the door and I opened it and there's no one there. So I think I've turned the motion sensor on, which is now confusing everybody.
Very annoying. But the fridge didn't do anything. It didn't tell us there was anyone there. So it's all very confusing.
My brain is not clever enough at this stage of the morning to try and work it out.
And what you're doing, uni work?
Yeah, I got my essay sent back, so I'm not very good at structuring, and I'm trying to put it all together, and yeah, he said about not rewriting it and just changing things around, but I can't.
Fine tweaking.
Pardon?
Fine tweaking.
Fine tweaking, but I'm finding I'm doing a lot of just taking it out and then rewriting it because it's not making sense to me. But I've got this bit of work to do from last month, and I've now got another bit of work to do this month. And I've got to prep for 3 clients.
Which means no more projects.
It's called procrastination. I love doing my projects more than I enjoy doing this. So I dip in. Very good for my ADHD brain though.
It is,
having
isn't it?
you here, yeah, because it means that I can kind of sit and do this for half an hour and then come off and do
something else.
And then come
Send you back to work.
Yes.
Well, I'm not letting you do any fun things. You've got to go do your work, and I'm going to go and do necessary things.
Well, I've got half an hour and then I'm going to tea with my mother-in-law.
Okay.
And the bird has got very loud since we've been on the phone.
Has been very loud. Sully wants to be part of it. I am now in a part of the house that you never see me in because I tend to avoid it. It's the dog room, or one of the dog rooms on the annex of the house. Which has the dog beds in. It's where the dogs sleep at night that are not Emma's dogs. But I am going to put up shelves, so I need to cut this to size. Rob has a meeting. I don't want to be walking in and out to get to the front of the house while he's got this important meeting going on. So I'm going to cut the wood in here and then I'll just hoover in here when I'm done. I shouldn't be making too much mess because this board only has enough length to it for 2 shelves. So I'm going to measure it out, mark it out, cut it, put it up. It shouldn't take me very long at all. So those are nicely attached. This is the same approach I took at putting the shelves up in the understairs cupboard when I did the cleaning cupboard, and it's worked fantastically in there. This no nail stuff is really strong. As you can see, I put it originally in the wrong place, but it doesn't have to be beautiful in here because it's just going to be a pantry. This radiator actually feels like it is off. I was going to say we were going to make sure it was turned off because that's obviously not really good for food to have a hot radiator in here. Everything's looking a lot cleaner. Now what we've bought for in here is 2 sort of garage shelving, I think they're called. It's going to be about 150 high and 30 deep. Now this is 60 deep. So we figured 2 of them together, held together with Emma's fabby cable ties, would make it a deep shelf to put stuff on. So that should be arriving today. we go. I've put some blocks in there to just support that bit of the shelf, and then I've got I ran out of tape for these, so they should just stay, they seem to be. And then I've got another shelf cut here which I'll pop up tomorrow morning and put another block on the back of it to support like those ones. That's that job done. I have also hoovered up all my mess and the dog fur while I was at it. Put the dog beds back. There we go. Now it's time to tackle the bathroom. I've put some bleach in the toilet, put some bleach in the sink, and I shall make a start on the cleaning. It's just gone 4 o'clock. I've got Ozzy out of his clothes because they were a bit grubby and he was a bit sad, a bit tired, and I said he can either have a snack or a nap, and he chose a snack. So we've popped some clean clothes on him, just his pyjamas for now, and he's chilling out with his fresh clean blanket. We did half an hour at the park because Harry wanted to go to the park, so we've done that, and now we're back, and I've got a big pile of scraps for the chickens, so I'm going to go and give that to the chickens and check on the birds. Sully is feeling particularly potty mouthy right now. He is repeating at various volumes and at various lengths of words, poo head. But he doesn't say poo head, he's going, imagine the other word for poo, and he's going poo head, poo head, poo head, poo head, but obviously not using the word poo. I don't know if he's aiming it at me or just generally having a mumble. Done some more dishes, sorted a bit more laundry in there. Everything's pretty tidy. I have hoovered the stairs. I have tidied upstairs. And now I'm going to put these units together for that little cupboard pantry room we're working on. So this is the unit, but it looks like a giant Meccano set. There doesn't appear to be any screws, which is good. It's all linked together with these little clippy bits, I think. So that shouldn't be too difficult, says she. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Once you've worked it out, it's a really simple concept. It just took me a little bit to get my head around where each bit was going to go. I'm not really good with the instructions, which are very pictorial. I'm usually quite a visual person, but they needed a bit more explanation. I tell you what, Ozzy has been fantastic. After that kicking off, coming back from the park, and me saying, well, look, it's either sleep or you behave. You either nap or you behave. He's been an angel. He's asked for things nicely with a bit of reminder. He's been very relaxed and calm. He's not fallen asleep. He's come to see what I've been doing with the shelves, and then he's gone back again. He's asked me nicely to put something on his iPad for him, and I've done that. I honestly think he'd got himself into a state where he really needed somebody to set a boundary for him because he was just feeling out of control. It's the only thing I can think of, and I was really firm. I was like, you either go and have a nap for half an hour or you stop screaming because I'm not putting up with it. And I said that while he was sat on the bed. So I made it very, very clear that this was happening or this was happening. I don't know if I can replicate this again, you know, on another day. But today, it's worked. And it's fantastic. This house, I'm scared to say it in case I ruin it, touch wood. The shelves are coming together nicely too. This house is really calm right now and has been for about an hour. There you go. I am most impressed with this, I have to say. I think it's about 150 centimetres tall, 30 centimetres or 35 centimetres deep, and about 70 centimetres wide. Really easy to put together, and I think they were £35 each, I think. Oh, there's the door. I'll stick a link in the description anyway. So we've decided to go for this sort of L shape because it was a bit imposing, wasn't it, there, I think, in the deep shelves. And then there's enough room to come in and then do this, and then the other shelf will go up there. The shelves there. There's room for dog food, bags down there. The radiator's off, so that's not going to cause a problem. Emma's apocalypse prepping cupboard. Oh, I just walked into the door frame.
That's what I literally
You backed into it, didn't you?
I did.
It is a tight space, but it's perfectly suitable for what we're doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, because a lot of the kitchen equipment is big. Yeah, it's bulky stuff.
Your coffee machine, stuff that you don't use all the time.
Yeah.
It's a shame you haven't got any sockets in there, because you could put the coffee machine in there and just come in and make a coffee and leave it on the top. But
that would be quite extreme, wouldn't it?
That would be cool.
Yeah,
well, this is where you do what I was wanting to do, and you get a solar setup or you get a power pack set up and you have it in there and you can do coffee machines.
You know, in the days when we come back covered in poo from animal, sheep, cow related, you can come through the back door and grab a drink rather than...
Cows are arriving next week, Emma.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said next week.
No, tomorrow. Or is it going through? No, so it's tomorrow.
Can we go see them tomorrow?
Yeah, they've so we're getting ones that are a bit older and a bit more independent and are just going to be turned out.
By older, we only mean months.
Yeah.
They're
So
not even a year old.
Yeah, so he was explaining to me a minute ago. So he gets them, so they're fully weaned.
Yeah.
They get put out on the field. Then he hangs on to them until kind of next Marchy time. And then he moves them on to the next phase where they go for fattening up. So that bypasses the TB testing because they go to a farmer locally who's got one of those units where they take them in and quarantine them.
Oh, that's good.
And then apparently in March we're getting week-old sucklers, which are going to be on these little funny teat contraptions. If Pippa's still got the picture.
Not like my picture. I will redraw my amazing picture if I haven't got it of my invention.
I have it on my phone. I'll send it
send it to me, please. Link will be included round here somewhere of my invention. Do not nick it. It's copyright. Well, it's not, but
basically, if Pippa wore that, she would get taken out within seconds, and quite frankly, would be a broken Pippa very quick.
Would be worth videing though, wouldn't it?
Worth videoing. However, they'll be about a week or 2 weeks old. So we get buckets of milk and we pour it on top, and then they suckle it off. So saves, but it might throw out 1 or 2 that need to be bottled.
And then they go home with Pippa and she cuddles them.
Yeah, but they're Angus, Aberdeen Angus, so they're good.
Posh ones.
Neat ones. So, yeah.
I'm very excited. Can we go see the cows tomorrow, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm assuming that is absolutely fine, unless Rob says otherwise. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Excellent.
It'd be like an after-school
activity.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Baby cow. More chaos.
I've come home to terrible, terrible news. Bonesy had an accident and broke his arm. In fact, I believe he broke his shoulder. I have managed to set his shoulder, but he's now under surgery to have his shoulder fixed properly. So we're all on tenterhooks, basically, waiting to see how he pulls through from this operation. He's under the safe hands of Surgeon Lee, who is clearly a qualified surgeon.
Right.
It's all right, Bonesy. Everything will be fine.
That's fine. People have screws taken out of their bodies all the time.
Can I ask where you trained in your medical profession, please?
I trained alongside Dr. Nick Riviera at Upstairs Downstairs Medical School.
Oh, okay. Is that a well-known place?
That's a well-known place, yes.
Okay.
Oh, look, very careful. It's a good job he's drunk, otherwise he'd feel a lot of pain.
Yeah, what did you give him as a pain relief?
Whiskey.
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 Okay, so you're going for the old medieval kind of give them alcohol to numb the pain.
To numb the pain. Now,
okay, did you sterilise your tools beforehand?
Always sterilise your tool before you go in.
Always sterilise your tool before you go in. That is Lee's safety advice. Nobody likes it when you've got a dirty tool.
No, you have to have a clean tool, otherwise you could suffer from infections.
You could. So how long are we going to have this operation? It's going to be like an 8-hour surgery?
No, a couple of minutes.
Wow.
There we go, done.
That's it.
Bonesy is fixed.
Oh, Bonesy. How long is he going to take to come out of recovery? Just like that. Wow. Bonesy, you all right, mate?
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
I'm better, thank you.
Okay. I think you should just spend the rest of the afternoon or evening on the sofa, okay? Not if you're all right. Okay, excellent. Lee, good job. Well done. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Panic is over. Bonesy's going to go into recovery. And on that bombshell, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow.